Hi, my name is Tim, and today is May 26, 2016. It's about 5:20 in the afternoon. And today marks my 3-year anniversary of quitting caffeine. And I thought I would do an update to just show how things are going. This will probably be my last caffeine update because I feel I've sort of slain the caffeine dragon and there really isn't too much else to say after today. But I am going to continue with the channel with some other health related issues that I'll talk about in this talk right now. So as I said, I've been 3 years off of caffeine. About 3 years ago I decided to quit, and I developed a method called the T-30 method to gradually withdraw from caffeine. And it pertains mostly to energy drinks, but it could also be used for coffee, tea, and soft drinks, which I also was addicted to. But it seemed to me my greatest addiction was to energy drinks in particular, although I was addicted to all of them. And so I've been off of caffeine now for 3 years, and I've been pretty strict about it. I allow myself a decaf coffee in the mornings, and occasionally I'll drink a decaf coffee during the day. But if I miss it and I don't drink it, it doesn't affect me really at all. Okay, so what are the benefits of, and I've already said this in my last 2 videos, but I'll just sort of say it again. I guess that like the last 3 years, the main 2 areas where quitting caffeine has been helpful is in just in overall health and in relationships. I don't know if I've talked that much about that, but let me go over those 2. First of all, in terms of overall health, the main thing is reduction in stress and anxiety, and which I've also talked about in other videos. But another thing I guess I haven't talked about is quitting caffeine has been sort of like a gateway to other projects in health. And I've actually developed a whole lifestyle, and I haven't really come up with a name with it, but I think I'm going to call it the New World Diet or the New World Lifestyle. And there are basically 5 components of it, actually 6 components of it, I guess. With caffeine, there's also reduction in sugar, trying to avoid non-processed foods, intermittent fasting, exercise, and getting vitamin D. And I've lost about 20 pounds since 3 years ago, and in the last 3 months I've been pretty strict about it, and I'm going to do a whole new video on that and how I sort of gradually lost weight with that. So the number one thing I guess with quitting caffeine has been it's sort of got me into this whole mindset of health in general. The second main benefit has been in relationships. I think I've touched on this in my prior videos, but I'll just talk about it again. The last 3 years have been very good with relationships, particularly like dating relationships with my girlfriend or whatever. And the last year in particular has been very good. And particularly quitting caffeine and cutting back on sugar is really good for relationships. You basically get 3 benefits. First of all, you look better. Second of all, you're more relaxed. And third, particularly when you're quitting sugar, you're stronger and healthier. So it's a great combination. And so the last 3 years have been good, and the last year has been really good. I was thinking if I had to relive any year in my life, the last 3 years haven't been great in terms of, business or finances, but they've been really good in terms of relationships. And I would live over those 3 years over and over again if I could. So, and I credit, quitting caffeine to being sort of like the catalyst for all of that. And it's a long process, and you can check my channel on the whole process that I've been through over the past 3 years. Okay, have there been any disadvantages to quitting caffeine? I mean, still, I was on caffeine for so long that it's sort of like if you're a crack addict, you're never gonna fully get away from it. And when I look at those places where those refrigerators where they keep all the soft drinks and the caffeinated beverages, there's always something deep inside of me that wants to have a hit off of it. But I would say for the past 2 years, it's really been manageable, and the longer term benefits have outweighed all of those daily temptations. In a way, it's sort of like a form of asceticism or ascetic, or it's sort of like the self-denial, but sort of short-term asceticism where you get long-term benefits, particularly benefits in relationships, as I said. Also, over the past 3 years, I mean, I don't know that I've been as productive as I've been in the past. So I just want to put that out there. I mean, I'm not really sure, but my quality of life has gone way up in terms of relationships, as I said, with my girlfriend and stuff. And to me, that's really the most important thing in life. And I'm not 100% sure I haven't been as productive, but I think maybe I haven't been as productive. So that's an interesting thing to look at. But I mean, I'm happy with the situation. Okay, finally, I just want to say, this is just a crazy idea I had. One of the books I read, hold on, let me get it. This book, which I did a bunch of book reports on, they came up with a thesis that caffeine sort of jolted Europe into action about 400 years ago when it was introduced, and sort of prepared humanity for capitalism and the Industrial Revolution by making us more competitive and everything. Which I think is an interesting thesis, and I think caffeine has actually changed what it means to be human. And I'm going to add a corollary, which we could also examine, is that it's also made humanity more sort of competitive and stressed out. And what did I say? I was just wondering if there might be a correlation between increased caffeine consumption and the frequency and deadliness of human conflict. Like, I wonder if you did a graph of like caffeine consumption and war, and whether caffeine has just made humanity, as I said, more stressed out and more susceptible to conflict and war. I mean, you look at the 20th century as an example. And so anyway, that's just sort of an out there thought I had. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I probably won't be doing any more caffeine videos, but if anyone has any questions about what it's been like, it's been good. And I guess my time is up. And thanks for watching, and I'm going to do some more videos on this new diet that I've developed. And that's about it. So thanks for watching.